Good morning to all. My name is Anjali Vishwakarma. I'm professor of SIRT. In my today's YouTube lecture, I will discuss about the network security basis, in which I will discuss about the attacks, threats related with security. As we all know that we are working on digital world, as we all are using internet, we are using mobile phones, we are using systems in which without internet we are not working on it. Today's world, we are using networks to send our data, uh, to sharing our files, doing our work. So here we have uh, our personal data related with our work, or we can say that it's our personal files, our projects that need to be secure. So there's a need to provide a security. So in my today's lecture, I will discuss about the security related works. So if I'm talking about the security means to protect our data, our information. So this is what the security. So the quality or state of being secure to be free from danger. A successful organization should have multiple layers of securities, in which physical security, personal security, operation security, network security, and information security. So according to our topics, we can decide which type of security we want. Uh, so these are the types of securities. So in which I will discuss about the network security. As I already told you that we are working on network. Here we save our data, so we have to provide a security over a network. So this is what the network security, which means any activity performed on a network. So it is related with network, and all the data are saved on a network. So here we have to provide a security. This is called the network security, which protect the usability, reliability, integrity, and safety of your network and data. Effective network security targets a variety of threats and stop them from entering or spreading on your network. It means for security, we have to provide some of the techniques where they provide our these methods or these techniques provide security. So here different types of uh, phases where after performing those operations, they will give the security of our data. So if I'm talking about the threats and attacks, then threats is an object or person or other entity representing a constant danger to an assets. And if I'm talking about the attacks, then attacks a deliberate act that exploits vulnerability. It means attack performed deliberately. So this is the basic difference between threats and attacks. So here I'm talking about the firewall, which is a technique to secure our personal data, personal information, or we can say that our important data can be protected by this firewall. So as I'm talking about the firewall, so we can compare this firewall with the dog, that in our personal life, if we want to secure our personal data, like if I'm talking about the home or our house, here there are different types of important things in our house. So as we are keep our dog out of the house, so whenever he thinks he is not a genuine person or he is something danger person, he start barking. So as firewall, if he feels that all the things are not according to our rules, so he will discard those things. So this is basic similarity between dog and firewall, as dog protect our house from the unknown person, same as firewall protects unknown persons for accessing our personal data. So firewall prevents a specific type of information from moving between the outside world and inside world. Maybe separate computer system, a software service running on existing router or server, or a separate network containing supporting devices. So this is what firewall. Firewall is a protecting technique. It sets some of the rules, or if these rules are not followed, then it will discard all the things. If the rules are followed, then it provide accessing of those data. So there are the different types of categories of firewall. We can categorize firewall like processing mode and deployment era, intended deployment structure, and architecture implementation. So this is what the category of firewalls. And firewall categorized by processing modes, we can classify firewall based on processing modes. So if I'm talking the processing mode, then packet filtering, application gateways, circuit gateways, MAC layer firewall, hybrids. So this is what the categorization of firewall based on processing modes. So if I start from this packet filtering, then this is a type of firewall in which firewall there are data packets of information, most often based on combination of internet protocol source, destination address, direction, transmission control protocol, user datagram protocol. Firewall models enforce rule design to prohibit packets with certain addresses and partial addresses. So packet filtering, there are the two types of subsets of packet filtering, which is static filtering and dynamic filtering. If I'm talking about the dynamic filtering, allow firewall to react to emergent events and update or create rules. And if I'm talking about the static filtering, requires the filtering rules governing how the firewall decided which packets are allowed and which are denied. So this is what the packet filtering, and this is the diagram of packet filtering, in which our data is divided are different types of packets, and these packets are checked against the rule. If the rule follow the packet, then it will allow, otherwise it will discard those packets. Now the another type of firewall is application, in which frequently installed on a dedicated computer, also known as proxy server. So we can say that application gateway is also a proxy server. It means since proxy server is often placed in unsecure era of network, it exposed to high level of risk from less trusted network. Additional filtering routers can be implemented behind the proxy servers, further protecting internal systems. So this was the application gateway. Now screen subnet firewall. This is another type of firewalls. Connection from outside or router into the out of routing firewall to separated network segment known as DMH. So this is a dominant architecture used today in screen subnet firewall. So this is again a type of firewalls: packet filtering, stateful inspection firewall, and application firewalls. Now there is another type of firewall as well, like circuit level gateway, software firewall, and hardware firewall. If I'm talking about the circuit level gateway, then it is firewall that provide user datagram protocol and transmission control protocol. And if I'm talking about the software firewalls, then it is a type of computer software that runs on a computers. It protects our system from any external attacks. If I'm talking about hardware firewall, then it is a physical appliances that is deployed to enforce our network boundary. All network links crossing this boundary pass through this firewall, which enable it to perform an inspection of both inbound and outbound network traffic and enforce access control and other security policies. So these are another type of firewall, which is circuit level, hardware, and software firewall. Now again a different type of firewall, which is cloud firewall. These are software based cloud deployed network device. This cloud based firewall protects a private network from any unwanted access. Unlike traditional firewall, a cloud firewall filters data at cloud level. Now if I'm talking about the working of firewall, then firewall can control and monitor the amount of incoming and outgoing traffic of a network. The network that comes to a network, the data that comes to a network is in a form of packets. It is tough to identify whether the packet is safe or our network or not. This gives a great chance to hackers and intruders to bombard our network with various viruses, malware, and spam. How to prevent networks? Now a network firewall applies a certain sets of rules on an incoming and outgoing network traffic to examine whether they align with those rules or not. It means it sets some of the rules. If the packets are not according to our rules, then it discards those packets, and if the rules follow these packets or packets follows the rule, then it will allow to enter in the traffic. Now if I'm talking about the advantages of network firewall, then it monitors network traffic, halt hacking, stop viruses, and better security and increased privacy. If I'm talking about the disadvantages of network firewall, then cost. It means it very costly. It is sometimes it restricted the users and issues with the speed of the network. It means if we use the firewall, then speed can be slower in network, and it require maintenance costs. It means firewall require continuous update and maintenance with every changes in the network technology. It means if there is a changes in the network, then we have to update and maintain the firewall, which takes lots of cost. So it is again a costly. As the development of new virus is increasing continuously, that can damage our systems. Now virtual private network, it is again a network which is private. This is called a virtual private network. Private and secure network connection between the system use the data communication capability of unsecured and public network, securely extends organization inter-network connection to remote location beyond trusted network. So VPN must accomplish encapsulation of incoming and outgoing data, encryption of incoming and outgoing data, authentication of remote computer and remote user as well. It provides some of the technique to encrypt data. It means it change readable data to non-readable data after applying different types of techniques. Techniques are used according to our applications. So it provide encryption and decryption of the data. So this is again a provide a security. So this is what the virtual network. Now transport mode. So the data within IP packet is encrypted, but header information is not. Allow user to establish secure link directly with remote host. Encrypt only data content of the packets. Now the tunnel mode. Organization established two premium perimeter tunnel servers. These servers act as encryption points, encrypting all traffic that will traverse unsecured networks. Now summary of firewall or VPN. If I'm talking about the summary and firewall or the VPN, then firewall technology, 4 method of characterization, firewall configuration and management, virtual private network, and 2 mode. So thank you so much.